Okay.
Are we ready?
Hello.
How's everyone?
I'm good.
Good. I finished the bathroom finally. Been renovating the bathroom for 2 weeks. Not me
Yeah.
personally. We hired people. But it's been exhausting.
Mentally.
So, finally had a bath. It was so nice.
Yeah, I seen. I'm a
now I
little
have
jealous of your tub.
I'm jealous of my tub. I'm jealous when anyone else in the household gets to use it and not me. So
Well, no, you get to use it all the time.
around
out.
everyone else's schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever, you don't have to.
Whenever I get free
cater.
time, I can go
Yeah.
in the tub.
Yeah. What's everyone drinking?
Tonight I'm just drinking some rum and Diet Coke. Classic fitty over here. So
I have 2 today. So one is just coconut rum and Sprite. 50-50 is my go-to. And then I made rum soup. I did think too much, but because there's still a lot. There's a lot of liquid in there. And I'm going to eat it. It'll be fine. It's gummy. Yeah, it's gummies.
It's actually it's like describe
I
it
should
for the
explain
people.
because you not
rum
everybody's
soup.
seen
I'm
it.
just gonna eat it. It's like what?
Okay. So it's Coca-Cola candies and cherry vanilla rum. So
Nice.
it's okay. It's warm when it goes down, but eventually I won't care.
Spicy.
Yeah.
I'm drinking a raspberry soda vodka drink, and then I also got something like Jessica's, but it's Crown Royal and whiskey with cola. So
Nice.
these are my 2.
Ooh.
Got a vodka drink.
Fancy.
You got a whiskey drink. You
Yes.
got a drink. This is the songs that remind you of the bad
Best
times. Better times. Yeah. You were just like, I have a vodka drink, and then I have a whiskey
drink.
First thing that went in my brain.
Chumbawamba, wasn't that who's saying that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tub
Yeah,
thumping.
see, I remember.
I get up again. Never gonna keep me down.
I get knocked
I love
down.
one-hit wonders. They're like my
I
favorite
know.
thing.
I
I
know.
love it.
They're
love
always
it.
so good.
They
Mhm.
are.
Like,
They're like the
and
best.
and these bands will live off the rest of their career off that one song. That's the goal. That's the goal.
Yeah,
I
just
want
hit one good song.
I don't need a full career. I am
No.
fine having
one
one
song. You don't need to go on concerts. You just and then movies just take your song.
Yeah, you just go on concerts with that one song, and you play a bunch of other songs, and no one else cares. But then you play that one song, and the audience loses it. We went and saw Spin Doctors. I didn't know anything from Spin Doctors besides Two Princes, which was their one-hit wonder. So I was like, okay, this is great. It was a good show.
Yeah.
But it's a good show.
Sonia, what's the word?
No, you
And
have
the
to ask the
topic.
question. Yeah, the
Oh,
question.
yeah.
Okay, what's the question and
You
the word?
like-
I was getting there.
You like skipping
She's
a lot.
moving us. She's just moving us along.
I know.
Yeah.
All right.
She's
I
giving
like.
us a
Oh,
nudge.
this is going to be my favorite question.
Ooh,
What
shit.
breed of dog would you be?
Oh my god.
All right. And the word is same.
Same. Same.
Same.
Oh, I'm gonna say that a lot, probably.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think of what freaking dog I'm gonna be. And I'm not trying to think of what dog I like. I'm thinking of what dog would represent me as a person, and now I don't know.
I am a pug because I have a genetic illness.
We're all pugs.
We're all Shih Tzus, just freaking spat. No.
And the whiteness means there was probably a lot of incest on my side of the family. So,
Well, if we're going that way, I'm a Dalmatian because I'm blind as fuck.
Which dog represents your disability?
We should make that as a quiz.
We just redid the question.
We're a BuzzFeed quiz. Answer these questions and find out what dog. is
Check
your
mark
disability.
any of these disorders that you have, and you just go through, and then it lists the dog that best matches.
As soon as we're done, I'm making a BuzzFeed quiz.
We'll link it.
Take our BuzzFeed quiz.
Yeah. when you listen to this episode, it'll be on our stuff.
Yeah.
It'll be on our
Yes, because we
stuff.
record these a few weeks in advance. So
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. You'll be
By the
there for
time you're
your
hearing this, it won't have mattered.
it would not.
Okay,
That's
Sonia,
fine.
you said that this was your favorite question, so
This-
I'm curious what dog you are.
Yeah.
I'm all the dogs because I'm amazing. But
Oh, I thought you were gonna say because I'm a major bitch, and then I was gonna be like, ha.
that was more
yeah.
fitting, actually.
yeah, I'm all of them. I'm a female dog, but I'm gonna pick Great Pyrenees because I have 100 of them, and because they're like aggressive to like protect other people, but can't protect themselves, and they are lazy as fuck. So that they're great.
Oh my
Yeah, but you're
gosh.
short and they're like big. So I wouldn't really go with that.
Well,
So
I
what
can
dog-
be big.
What dog has that personality but is small?
The small dogs aren't lazy.
Chihuahua? Like
Like the smaller they are, they're more like.
yeah, that describes you. Yeah.
Oh,
I
a
don't know
bulldog.
dog breeds. Oh,
Bulldogs are pretty-
yeah,
They're pretty lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like a
and
French
aggressive.
bulldog, or
Yeah,
like an English bulldog.
like the big English bulldog type.
Okay, because
but they're
French
not big.
bulldogs are like fat, and they're like,
Yeah, round.
yeah,
Like they're really like they're 100 pounds, but they're really only like a foot tall. Like, you know,
they're all muscle. They're big boned.
that's right. I'm big boned too.
It's actually
I've never owned a dog in my adult life.
Aw.
Well, it's just because I traveled a lot and I worked like a million jobs. Like I just no one's home to take care of a
Yeah.
dog. But I did have like dogs growing up. And I've never had not bad experience with the dogs. It was the owners of the dogs,
Oh, yeah.
my like family, that kind of sucked with them. So like my dad had we had a basset hound, which is like my favorite breed of dog. Basset hounds are also super lazy, by the way, and they just have droopy skin and they're just like,
Oh, maybe I'm that.
and they have like floppy ears and just like, whoa. And they're very low to the ground, like almost like Dachshunds or whatever,
Oh,
you know.
see? I
Yeah.
think I'm this one.
Basset hound. I
Yeah.
know they're like they I think they're hunting dogs, like they help
They are.
hunt, like duck dogs or something.
They
I
are.
can get a
but-
duck. I'll get one.
Yeah,
I know where
but,
to
like
get one.
they wait until you like shoot it, and then they just go and grab
Wait
it.
till
for
it's
you.
already dead.
Yeah,
They don't
Yeah.
actually
do the
hunt
work.
it.
So they don't do the work.
That's
No.
too much work.
But I had one, and my dad didn't even name it. He just called it Hammer, as in hammer dog, which is a reference for whatever. And all this dog did was like be cute and like let stray cats in.
That's cute.
So he was pretty cool. And then I had a Sheltie that barked a lot. Not his fault. He was muzzled like his
Aw.
first half of his life
Aw.
by my aunt. Then my grandparents took him. Yeah, and he was cute, but then he got arthritis.
Oh, poor guy.
And he got really chunky, and so he would like try so hard to like hop on the couch, but it took him like a couple too many circles, you know, before he got the momentum to jump up. But yeah, other than that, I just have cats.
I have a lot of cats. Well, what kind of cat would you be?
I know long-haired domestic and short-haired
Me
domestic.
too.
So there's
Cats are like-
Siamese.
are like-
There is Tabby. There is
Tabby's like a color
Yeah.
scheme.
Yeah, like girl,
Persian?
that's pretty much it. Like a lot of them are just like then there's like the Sphinx cats.
yeah.
There's the what's that big cat? The Berber.
The Bernese, Bengal.
Bengal. Yeah, there's the
Bengal.
Bengal cats. My stepmom actually had a like 4th generation Bengal, a 5th generation Bengal. Like I still had the striping,
Yeah.
and she stunk. Like she would just like stink. Like if you pet her too long, those pheromones, like she just would start stinking because she was so excited to be
Ugh.
pet.
Like, be my
Sonia
friend.
has what's that cat you have?
a Maine Coon.
A Maine Coon.
Yeah, except for mine looks like he's from Wish. He's a purebred, but he just doesn't really like. Usually, when a Maine Coon ages, they get like this like regal look, like they're just so beautiful and wise. And
Are you saying he's ugly and dumb?
he's definitely dumb, but he still has like a kitten face and like a normal cat face. He doesn't look part lion. He's broken.
Well,
Like, kind of looks part lion. Like,
Sometimes it depends on the angle.
it depends on the angle. Just had
Like,
to have the shadows right.
Yeah,
you
and he
know?
needs like his good shot, like his left side's not his good side, or
His
something.
lion
and he's
side
got
is
an
not the lion
attitude like a
side.
lion too. Like he's
He
so
is a
like
fucking asshole. Like
he's an asshole.
he is. He's
This
so
cat is an
violent.
asshole.
But he
I
like
mean, I
is
still
so
like
sweet.
him, but he's an asshole.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's
I
bigger
haven't
and stupider.
spent enough time with said cat to judge. So
See,
I
when
don't
I do
want
see Sonia, I see her for like days at a time. So then, like, I become one of her household, and then I
Like
leave
one of the
for like a
animals.
year.
Dawn's one of the pets now.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, basically.
Oh, you'll see him when you come visit in July. But like he just doesn't look. But like I have a friend who has like one of his brothers, and he's a beautiful looking like Maine Coon cat. I don't understand.
Well, my one cat, the only cat I've had since they were like a baby is my middle cat. He's 9 now. And he's still really small. He's the smallest of my cats, but he's a long-haired cat. So he looks even bigger than he actually is, and he still looks pretty small. And he still acts like a kitten and everything like that. And it's just because he was the runt. So he was just the runt of the litter. So like when I got him, he was 10 weeks old and like this little black puffball at the palm of my hand. And now he's like like I still just lift him up with one hand. Like he weighs like 3 pounds. Like he's so tiny. But he was just the runt. That was the only thing. Just the runt.
Aw.
I have that with like my two. We got together. They were sisters. We went to this house. The woman ended up having like 100 cats. So like you can smell her apartment from like the street. And so we went and just giving these animals away because she was forced to, which is sad, but at the same time, don't have so many cats. It's not good for them. So then we went, and then these cats were like the smallest cat I've ever seen, and I could fit 2 of them in my hand, and we got them, and they're still really small. And I don't understand. They're never going to get big. The rest of my cats are like 20 pounds, and they're like these tiny little things. I guess you just, if you're born malnourished, you're malnourished.
Yeah, you're just fucked. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Get big.
That's right.
You don't grow in the womb, then you don't grow at all.
You don't grow up. Except for Rocket was tiny when we got him. And now he's fucking Clifford. Like, even for his breed, he's so big. But like it's all torso. His legs are so short. Like he looks like a corgi, but like giant.
I think it's funny, like how like animals do all look like you can look at like I can look at multiple black cats and know which ones are my black cats. You know what I mean? Even though
Yeah.
there's really other people might not notice the differences. But it's also like each pet ends up having like their own personality. And I feel
Yeah.
like non-pet people don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't think
You
they
know?
understand that either.
Yeah, like I have 3 cats and they all have their unique personalities. They all have anxiety disorders, but they all they all act slightly different, you know. They all have their routines and their habits.
That happens to every animal that enters my house too. It's just like, here, come, you're broken. This is a house for you. Like I just find all the broken creatures.
We can just tell. Like, so I recently, like, back in November, adopted Pumpkin. He was 4 when I adopted him, and I was told he was quiet. Loved pets, but didn't like, too much noise or too much whatever. His favorite person in this house is my 4-year-old autistic daughter.
They just know.
He just knows, and like because he's so solid, because he's like a 35-pound cat. Like Lyric just like lays on him, and he's just like, okay.
Yeah.
That's so cute, though.
He's like, I get it. I get
tough day.
it.
And he's loud. Well, I mean, he has like way too high of a meow that I thought he was gonna have. You know, when they like, he was really fat, so I thought he would go meow, but he doesn't.
I don't think that's how it works, but yeah.
But that's how I would expected it to go.
No.
But instead, it's like this high pitched squeal, like it's like yelling at you. It's like.
Maybe he is yelling at you.
Oh, he yells at me every time I go to the bathroom and don't let him come in. And he waits. He waits outside the door for me to come out.
Like,
Just to go,
how dare you not let me watch you pee?
How'd your bath go?
He cried outside the door. Chris sent me a picture. Yeah, apparently he was just crying outside. I wasn't listening. I was blasting music. But Chris was texting me, letting me know that Pumpkin was outside the door crying.
It's like, let me in.
He felt abandoned. I think that's probably why, because like,
Yeah.
didn't his owner pass away?
Yes.
So he's
Pumpkin
like, got this fear
was
of like abandonment.
Yeah, Pumpkin was left for 2 days in the apartment with what we don't know. They can't tell us all the information, but what we suspect to be an older woman, who had passed away, and no one in her family wanted to keep her cat.
Ugh.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, I told Chris, like, I was like, if I go, you're keeping my cats. You don't have to get more cats. Just keep these cats. Once they go, then
they're
you're
his
good.
too. So I mean, like, it makes no sense for him to not have them.
Fuck, I'd be pissed if I like died and like someone put my cats into like a, like a rescue,
like a shelter.
Or a shelter.
Just
I'd be fucking
haunt those
pissed.
people. Yeah,
Like I'd be like, don't go to my funeral, you bitch.
yeah.
Like, if you're not gonna take care of my
Funeral.
pets, don't go to my funeral. Like,
Do not speak an eulogy. I do not want to hear it. Like, unless you take my cats.
yeah,
know-
my cats are gonna be at my funeral.
You know what I want to be? Have you ever watched Aristocats?
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
there's the old woman, and she leaves everything to the cats.
Yes.
Like that's gonna happen. I'm just gonna leave everything to my dogs.
Yeah.
Like it's
And then then everyone in your life will be forced to take care of them. It'll
That's
be
right.
The
If
only
you
way
want-
they access the funds.
you want an allowance.
Yeah.
You have to take care. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna have any of that kind of money. I'm probably gonna have to like eat my dogs for food. But like,
I've had that discussion too. Like, how long without food until you eat your pets?
yeah, I would eat my chickens already, but I've been told I'm not allowed. We raised them. Like, come on, that's why we got them.
Did you figure out what genders they are yet?
4 of them are for sure roosters, and the rest are hens.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so
That's not bad.
9 hens. That's pretty good. That's a lot of
Yeah.
eggs. That's like every other day I have 9 eggs.
And you can't eat the roosters yet, or like
You can. Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
definitely old enough to eat. But there's somebody who lives in my house. They're like, they're my babies. I raised them. I can't do that to them. But we're
Is
gonna
that
take them to
someone letter with a K.
It is.
Like,
there's a lot of letter K's in my
yeah.
house.
I was gonna
But
be
yeah,
like,
it's the old one who's but we're gonna end up taking them to the zoo for the animals to eat. So like
oh, well,
Yeah.
that's nice.
yeah,
Helping
Yeah.
the food chain.
that is, yeah. Because we aren't allowed to eat our own chickens. I'm like, so we're not allowed a cow, we're not allowed a pig, we're like, so no animals unless we're keeping them forever.
get a goat and then get like goat milk and goat cheese.
You know, you need to like make that goat have a baby first. You can't just be
Yeah,
like,
they don't just like produce.
you can't just milk your
It's
goat.
the same with like cows and shit. You gotta like make them produce first.
Okay, well, like, get one that's already been bred and then buy it after and then be like, that's my goat.
Yeah, ask for like a milking goat.
Yeah,
I'm sure there is. There has
Specifically.
to
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
there is.
There's like a
For sure.
farm coming up, a show. You go, it's a market.
Yeah.
And you go, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get a peacock.
It's called livestock market. Yeah.
Yeah, they have
You-
peacocks. I'm getting one. You'll have to hide it under my shirt or
What
something.
the fuck are you gonna do with a
Won't it
peacock?
scare the chickens?
Yeah.
Like, if I were a chicken and I saw a peacock, I'd be scared.
Well,
I'd be like,
they
who's
hang
this
out.
bigger bird with big feathers coming at
that
me?
blue and
like
green
they look like
feathers.
eyes. Like, the
Like-
feathers are made to look like big
Yeah,
eyes.
to
So I'd be like,
Whoa!
scare their prey. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the peacock will get to live in the backyard where the dogs are, and the chicken will get the front yard.
So are you gonna scare the peacock with the dogs then? Like,
They'll be
I don't know.
friends.
they'll be friends. Think of all the TikToks you could make with that.
We're gonna get
That
eaten.
shit would go viral.
Because it'll be like really bad graphic, gnarly. Then it'll be bad.
Yeah, it'll either be really good
I
or
think I'm
really
frozen.
bad. It'll be either cute and adorable
Is it
or
me?
train wreck.
There we go.
Yeah, you're frozen. You were frozen.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
I was like,
You're like, am I
"Shit, is that
frozen?
me?"
Is it me? What is happening?
Technical
froze again.
difficulties.
Where am I?
Fuck.
Imagine that
happened?
though.
No.
That would be a good like
Hello?
Black Mirror episode. Hello. Oh, sorry.
Hello?
That would be a good Black Mirror episode if
There we
like
go.
you are talking and in like a Zoom meeting or whatever, and if your screen freezes, you freeze in real life.
I thought you said if you freeze, you're dead.
Yeah. You just
Like a scary
I
Tell me off?
I can't go on Zoom today, guys. My internet connection's not so good.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking die. Like, stop.
the last you see of me.
And then it'll just be like a commentary on trading in your life for your job.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Nothing.
So I'm trying to. So what other animals have you guys had like other animals besides? Well, I know John's had a shark, but other than
Still
cats
do.
and dogs, that's what I'm
Okay.
asking.
Okay, so I've had cats, dogs, rabbits, rats, snakes, and fish, and the shark. So that's my pet history.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's good. That's nice a lot. I've had a gerbil and a hamster and cats,
Turtle.
a turtle, just a turtle, and dogs.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
expected-
chickens.
Oh, and the chickens, yeah, and soon
Yeah,
to
and
be
the
a
chickens.
peacock.
I'm trying. There's only so many more animals I can get before Kyle loses his fucking mind.
You got like a
Probably.
certain number of slots. Have to prioritize which animals.
Yeah,
You're
and
like
it's not
pushing
just
that
the animals,
divorce
it's like-
line right there. It's like you're
I
just
know.
right there.
And it's the stupid shit I buy too. Like, it's not just animals. I'm always buying stupid shit, like video games and like nipples things, babies to hide around the house. Like, it's crazy. And
Oh yeah, for those that don't know, Sonia bought like 100 or 1,000 plastic babies, and she hides them around the house for her husband to find.
I have a baby here. I got it thrown at me recently because he found it.
For those on our YouTube, yeah, see our unedited exclusives on Saturdays where you can see Sonia's plastic baby.
My little plastic. There's just there's three kinds. There's this guy. There's another little naked looking baby, and then there's a Hitler looking baby. So it's,
Wow, how specific.
I was actually gonna get like post-it notes and stick them all over for Dave to find and like say things like "You're an asshole."
How
toilet.
romantic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, I
Do
fucking
it.
hate you today. Like, you know, like just random
I've been,
shit.
like, hiding them in like light sockets and stuff. Like, I don't know how safe that is, but like we're doing
I'm
like work
pretty sure
around the
that's
house.
not.
We're doing work around the house, so like he's just been finding them in his toolbox, in his shoe, in his underwear. It's just, you know, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Everywhere.
We
Yeah.
found
Write
a lot,
notes with them now.
but I'm
Make them
but
talk
I'm-
to Kyle.
they should talk to Kyle.
Yeah, like put notes, like little notes with them, and then like Kyle will find them and like,
Like
yeah,
a little
make me a
bubble. Like,
sandwich. Yeah,
that's a good idea.
I know. I'm a genius.
Make me a sandwich.
He's gonna find it like at some like weird awkward time where you're like sleeping or something. He's just gonna have to like wake you up and be like, I found your baby.
Yeah.
Do you really make me the sandwich? You would be like, yeah.
I would.
Go get me McDonald's. That's another note you can write him.
Well, wait, then let me do that one instead.
I don't want a sandwich from home.
Let's take a shopping trip to IKEA.
We are. We're just
Yeah,
right.
I know.
He said, I'll take you on a trip. Where do you want to go? I said, IKEA, please.
I
All
say
right.
the same thing.
Oh man.
I'm attaching this
If you
to
need
this.
more note ideas, just come to me later, and I
Okay.
will like throw them at you.
They're all gonna be food related,
Yeah,
and
basically.
Sonya's just gonna end
Let's
up
buy
with
a
an
peacock.
abundance.
You know, like just things like that.
She just threw the baby.
It's on his side of the bed now.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Perfect.
I had rats.
They're so cute. I love
Oh my
rats.
They
gosh,
are
they
so
purr.
affectionate.
They purr.
Yeah, they do.
Like, yeah, I had 2 rats named Pinky and the Brain. Those were my
Aw.
high school pets. They were both female, but I didn't care.
I had 2 males.
Yeah, and I took a grade 11 biology, and we were dissecting in that class, and they asked us, they're like, you get your choice of a rat or a pig fetus. And I was like, well, I have pet rats, so I'm obviously gonna go with the pig fetus.
Yeah.
So I took the it's like a fully formed but like aborted 8-month-old fetus of a pig.
Yeah.
So it's like you know, a lot more soft and like malleable, like the bones and stuff compared to the rat. But some people were dissecting the rats, then the rats had like babies in them and tumors but like and babies, you know. So I was like, because the rats were like alive, like they lived lives. These fetuses did not. So I was very happy with my
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
That's terrible. I feel really bad for the poor
Yeah,
rat.
Nick got to dissect a frog in grade 10. So
Yeah,
I
I
don't know what
did
grade
the
11
frog,
biology is
yeah.
going to be.
Yeah, grade
That's gonna
11
be
biology was fetuses and rats. Pig fetuses and rats. I forgot other animals have fetuses.
Just random fetuses, like human fetuses. Here you go.
I did with my ex. My ex wanted a lizard, so we did have a lizard for a little bit.
I want a
what was
bearded
it?
dragon.
It was a bearded dragon. Yeah, like that's the one that goes. Yeah.
Yes.
And it was named Decibel. And then he decided he wasn't going to take care of the thing, so I was like, I'm not taking care of this, and had to like rehome it again. But
Aw.
yeah, and they stink. They stink worse than like rats and cats.
Yeah,
like
whatever,
they
yeah.
stink real bad, and like, but you know, yeah, it was kind of cute. I was scared to pick them up though.
Yeah,
I'll
they're,
be
like,
honest.
Slick, you know, like
Yeah.
they,
And
like,
well, and they'll like it's almost like, you know, like a cat hissing. It's like a warning hiss.
Yes.
But their warning hiss is like their thing flaring out, which is a
Yes.
lot more scary.
I
and then
see
if you
Jurassic Park.
and if you react jumpy, then they
Yeah.
get more aggressive. So
Okay.
I would like
That reminds me of my snake. I had a Western hognose snake. Well, I had 2 snakes. I had a Western hognose and a ball python. But my Western hognose, what it would do is it would like kind of like perk up, and his neck would flatten out, so it'd look like a cobra, and that's how it would scare its like predators or whatever. And it hissed, and like, oh, she was a bitch. We named her Chicky. She was our female snake, and she was a cunt, man. You walked past this tank, she would like, and like flare up, and I was like, fuck you. But then we had a ball python, and his name was Buddy, and he was super like cuddly, kind of, I guess, for a snake. I don't know. He would like curl up on your lap. It was weird.
yeah.
I don't know.
I've seen TikTok. Some snakes are like some lizards do enjoy like cuddles and
Yeah.
like neck scratches and all that kind of stuff.
So Dave was all
I'm
like,
just
"Oh,
not
yeah."
the one to do it. That's,
Yeah.
that's all it is.
There's
It was all
no life
like-
for me.
super like loving the snake, whatever. And then one day it got out, and I was like, I'm not sleeping here with that snake out. And he's like, but it's cuddly. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. This is around the time that a kid got like killed because a snake from like down below in the pet store got loose, and it killed the child. And I was like, look, I don't give a shit how cuddly and like domesticated the snake is. I'm not sleeping here, and neither is our son while that snake's out. So sure enough, later on that day, we found it in the basement, curled up under a blanket on the bed that was down there.
Aw, little
was
cold
like-
snake.
Yeah, like I don't even know how it got down there. I don't know if it went through vents or whatever,
slithered.
but
Yeah.
It's a little snaky
Yeah,
body.
well, I know that, but I don't know if it went like on the floor or like through a vent. I don't know, but it did, and so that's my snake story.
You probably went
Oh,
down the
God.
stairs like a normal person.
Because it's a person.
No, it could have went through the vent, Sonia. Like,
It could have. But my theory is he went down the stairs.
Open the door, you know.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
held
that's what
on to
I'm
the
thinking.
railing so he didn't trip.
yeah.
So he doesn't fall down.
Walks
himself.
down like a little gentleman. Just
Yeah.
I'm going with my vent theory because, like Jessica said, like open the door doesn't make sense to me.
Yes,
and
it
the door was
does.
closed.
If you've seen enough cartoons.
Then did he close the door behind him?
Yeah, because he doesn't want your kids to fall down the stairs.
yeah, safety first.
Oh,
Okay, this isn't a pet story, but it is an animal in a basement story.
okay.
Okay.
So it's fitting.
so I lived with my I moved in with my mom for temporarily.
Drink.
Drink. I moved in with my mom temporarily years ago with my son when we were in between apartments. And we were moving in all my stuff that day. And most of the stuff was going into like the basement because it was all just like storage. I had like one room, and so all my main furniture was like being stored. And I went down there like the day before. We noticed there was a bat on the ground. So I just put a bowl over it really quick. Turns out the bat was dead. So it got moved. Cool. Well, the day we were moving all of our stuff, my now husband, we'd only been dating for like a
Excuse me,
month.
drink.
We've only been dating. Actually, no, we were dating for like 3 months at this point. So still new. And he was helping me move. And he was bringing stuff to the basement. And he just comes upstairs. And for those that know my husband, he's a very calm person. Even when he's freaked out, he just never shows. And he just came upstairs and he just said, "There's a bat in the basement." And we're like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, it just flew at me. There's a bat in the basement." And I was just like, "Okay." And the basement door was closed. So we're like, "Okay, well, we'll just bring stuff in and just put it in the garage for now." He emptied his car. I let him go home.
Yeah.
And we're just like, okay, everything's fine. Bats can go through tight spaces. I don't know if you know that.
Yes, they
But
can. Yeah.
it crawled under the door. So it like flew up the basement stairs because I guess it was really pissed that someone was in his space. Flew up the basement stairs, went under the door, and then we just noticed it flying around the living room. So I ended up diving over my kid while my brother grabbed a pillow. Sadly, the bat didn't make it,
Aw.
but we did, and
Oh, we did.
That's what we
That's
did.
what
It's good.
matters. I made it.
we made it.
Yeah,
And
they're like bat boxes are so tiny, and they only have like a tiny little slit thing. So like, and a few of them go up there. I was like, oh my god, like there's no way a bat will fit this. Yeah, but we put some bat boxes up, and
yeah, no, they're just little things,
Yeah.
and that's what scares me. Like I'm like, bats are so cute. I don't want it flying too fast where I can't see it, and it knowing that it can crawl anywhere and get me.
Apparently,
it
they
can
go
climb
through
up
your
your
head
anus.
and like they get stuck in your hair if they go near you.
Well,
So,
yeah,
like,
if a bat's flying at you, you're supposed to go get a rabies shot no matter what, because they can bite you and you might not feel it.
yeah. But apparently they stick. Like they're very sticky and they'll stick to your hair.
That's
they'll
their
get caught in your hair.
claws. They're not
No, no.
They have
There's
like
little. I think there's like these little things on their skin.
Use your mind
like,
palace. See if bats are sticky.
You know what? I'm going to search this.
I don't have mine. I don't know where I put it.
Good thing I shaved my head. Now bats
Yeah.
can't get me. I'm gonna use that as my new reason. If anyone asks why I shaved my head, I'm gonna be like, bats.
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 I want to avoid bats.
But they're so good. They eat all the bugs.
Oh no, I love bats. I just it's just like I love lizards and snakes. It's just
From a
I'm
distance.
not the person to look after them. That's all I'm saying.
I want opossums. They are so
They're
sweet,
marsupials.
and they eat ticks. And like where I live, it's like Lyme disease ticks. And I'm like, let's like adopt a family of possums. And again, I'm not allowed. I try.
Yeah, we got some like tick traps that we're putting outside just because Lyric plays a lot in the grass and stuff. But basically, it's like mice, like they're like food pellets, and then the mice get them, and then the mice like eat them, and they don't kill the mice, but they poison the ticks. I don't know, something like that. So it's like it kills the ticks, but it uses mice to like get to the ticks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought
Sorry,
it
I'm
was
just
cool.
reading like bat facts right now. So
Yeah, it's your mind palace. This is
Yeah,
all
it's a
coming
mind
from her
palace.
mind, not
Yeah.
a book. Therefore, she is smart.
But
Yeah.
that's right.
For all those men out there.
for my mind palace.
Yeah. You did not get your intelligence from a book, so it counts.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly. So that means it's real.
But I love how guys that like would say stuff like that probably read Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, you got your ideas from a book. It just happened to be ideas you already agreed with.
Yeah. So are they sticky?
Oh, there's so many freaking random bullshit facts about them. Like I
You
don't
just
care about the
Googled-
wingspan.
Say
Are
one
bats
random
sticky?
fact. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of different types of bats too. So
Shit. Now you
know.
want me to narrow down? Okay, hold on.
No, just a
Which one?
fact. I'm not trying to put
Which one?
pressure on it. You get to choose.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. I will do that. One
Bat
second.
is the topic.
Yeah. If you could be a bat, what bat would you be?
I
A
would be one of
vampire
those-
bat?
I want to be one of those giant bats. You see them, the cute like dog faces.
Yes. They're
Oh,
like
I
in
want to be one of
Australia.
those. Yeah.
Yes. They're so sweet. What are they called? They're called something.
I don't know,
Look,
but they're like
they're
really
giant.
like
Like
yeah, but they're
fruit
really
bat
like
or something.
nice.
Yeah.
Like they don't like they're not like vicious. They're
Now I
just,
need
like,
see,
big.
now to know.
They're the dogs of the sky.
The
You
dogs
guys want
You
to hear
know,
my
we got
bat
the
fact
dogs
now,
of
or
the
what?
sea and the
All right,
dogs
let's
of
hear
the
your-
land.
Your
Okay.
bat fact.
Most
Go.
people know that bats are associated with the dark. However, did you know that they're more capable of finding their food in complete darkness by emitting inaudible
sonar.
high-pitched sounds as much
Yeah.
as 10 to 20 beats per second and listening closely for echoes. They're able to find insects for eating, according to Nature Conservatory.
Echolocation, baby.
So there's a fact for you guys.
Since you're
And
going
vampire bats
blind.
known to live off blood of animals. They perhaps provoke fear of bats. Do not live in North America. Additionally, there are only 3 of these species in the world. Well, thank freaking God.
What about that giant one? The giant people-sized bat.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Okay, okay, I will search that. Giant bat.
Giant people-sized bat. It could scoop your
People-
children up.
Size.
But it
That-
won't. But
it
it
won't.
won't. It could, but it won't.
But it won't.
I'm looking at freaking big ass bat here. Okay,
Yeah, that's what
we
we
need
want.
to know
It's
about the
cute.
human-sized bat going viral.
No, we just want to know what it's called.
The giant bat discovered in the Philippines is called the flying fox.
Yeah, 'cause it looks like a
flying
fox.
Yes,
It's
It
an
has a
Asian
big
flying fox.
dog head.
yes, and it's like wings are like,
Yeah,
yeah.
so there you go.
That'd
And
be
it's, like,
scary to be a
giant.
bat, to be honest. It's like you have to both like the dark and heights.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like two of the
things.
biggest fears.
I like the dark, but heights, I'm gonna have to say no, thank you.
No,
I
thank you.
don't like either of those things. It's not that it's being the dark I don't like. It's what I can't see in the dark is what I don't like.
That's always what it is for me. It's the same like so spiders, like I am not afraid of spiders, but I am more afraid of little spiders or a spider like cuz I can't see where they went. Like if I see a spider, I'm like cool. Good for you. If the spider disappears, I'm like fuck, where'd you go? Like that's when I get scared.
Where the fuck are you?
Yeah, that's when I get scared when like I can't see the thing.
That
But I
kind
know
of
it's
makes
there.
sense. Just like I get scared of people when I can't see them. Like,
Right? All of a sudden you see them and then all of a sudden they're gone.
yeah,
Although I
it freaks
prefer
me out.
when I can't see the people.
See, I'm not scared of people, but if I can't see them, that kind of scares me. So
I would like to see less people. Although, like, the only people I see
Same.
are the ones that live in my house. I still want to see
Same.
I still want to see them less.
them. Yeah. Bye. But we like homeschool, so I see them all the time.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
you
well, I mean we
homeschool and,
homeschool
like,
too. So
Yeah.
I do not envy you two because like I could never. I would lose my patience.
I do. So that's when I do job things like where I'm like, okay, if it doesn't have to be like a class thing, it can be like a life skill. So we're
Yeah.
like, you want to be a streamer? Here, you have to make it a business.
Yeah.
Write a schedule, get like how much money you want to put towards the logo, figure it out. And then now that's his business class.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And it's like 10 hours of him just streaming video games on his schedule. So
That's like a real thing. Like,
yeah.
if grown-ups can do it, so can he.
Yeah.
So our kids, I can't teach shit, but I found people, like other people who made stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
so I just bought it. And then so I have them teach my kids their stuff. But I'm making a business class like for their like high school.
That's
and it's
good.
just like how much money you need to make, but it's like all like tied, like taxes they're gonna learn and all those other things. So it's it'll be like
That's
a
good,
whole
though.
big 4-year project.
That's good. I mean,
Yeah.
I have my friend. I'm gonna shut her out. Hey, Megan. And she's always homeschooled her son. Her son is like 3 years younger than Ernest, I believe. And I've known her, like we both went to McMaster, which is how I knew her. Like I'd watch her kid for her while she went to go do an exam kind of thing. But she always homeschooled. Her kid has never set foot in like a school. And now she's trying to make that like almost like a business. So she started like a Hamilton homeschool. I'll link it when this episode comes out. For local Hamiltonians, she does a lot of she also for like out of towners. She also does a lot of online like schooling options. So
Yeah.
we had a professional baker come in and show us like online 100% online, show us how to like make cinnamon buns and that kind of stuff, and answer questions about what you need to be a professional baker of all the kids and like that kind of stuff. And she
That's
does a lot
actually
of things
pretty
like
cool.
that. Yeah, she does like weekly French meetups online for all like ages of children at all levels. So we outsource our homeschooling too, is what I'm trying to say.
You don't have to do everything yourself. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And like and my kids are at all different levels of learning. Like my one son, he could be doing university stuff, but he's not old enough. And then my other kids, one is actually like only doing grade 4 stuff because everybody learns at different things. And if they were actually in the public school system, we noticed that they were just getting passed. Like my kid is in grade 7, but they still don't know grade 4 work. So like we just figured out that like, okay, they probably, since they're a big like creative person and they're often just drawing on all their stuff, we're just figured that they just let the kids draw and then they fucking just pass them anyway, and they don't let the parents know where they're struggling because there's too many kids in classes and kids are just falling in the cracks. If you're not disruptive in the class, like those kids, I'm not blaming those kids. Those kids have issues of their own. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
And then you don't get help.
But it goes the opposite way too. Like Ernest was the disruptor, and so what ended up happening was they would just kick him out of class.
Which is also super shitty.
So it was like you have to be at the right middle.
Yes.
To get help. Yeah. If you're too much or too little,
you don't get it.
I don't blame the teachers either because they haven't had a decent pay raise.
They have 30 kids in their fucking class.
They have to pay for their own classroom materials. They have to, do so much work at home. Yeah. And it's just, the Ontario teachers union is asking right now. They've literally put out, they're like, we need to start negotiations now because their contract is up August 31st.
And then they're going to go on strike again. And then people are going to blame the teachers.
Well, what's going to happen? So that union just came out and was like, hey, like, let's negotiate now because it's June. And the Ford government was like, yeah, but we want to go on summer vacation.
Yeah.
And so what's going to happen is I feel like Ford will come in and he'll give them like a raise. I feel like he'll give them a raise, like more than 1%, maybe like 2%, maybe
I was
like
gonna say
maybe even more.
2%.
He might even give them like
No.
5%.
He
No,
is
he'll
going to give them a raise though because
No, he's going to give them a decent
He
raise,
is.
but it's not going to be decent because it's like 7%, 8%
but he's gonna
behind.
boast it like it is.
Yeah.
Like,
But he's going to give them a raise of more than 1% so that he can say he raised it more than 1%.
yes.
And then he's going to up the class sizes
Yeah.
and do shit like that. And then
Yeah.
when the teachers strike, he's going to be like, but I offered them a raise, so they're just greedy. And the
Yeah.
worst part is this is going to happen in 2 months, and we all know it's going to happen. Except the conservatives, because they're just going to side with Ford anyway.
Yeah. No, it's getting really hard to like have kids in school. Like
What they
it's-
need to is add more EAs. So my son Caleb, he obviously is level 3 autistic, nonverbal. He needs all the help. To the point where I really want him to have one-on-one, but he shares his EA. Now, his EA is phenomenal. Like, I love this woman because she makes sure Caleb's safe and he's having fun and he is learning. However, as he gets older, it's going to be worse. And I
These
don't
people
know.
aren't superhuman. They
No,
can't
they're
deal
not.
with multiple. Ernest
they
needed an EA, and he had to share it with 4 other kids. So it was like 5 kids per EA, and one of those kids had no arms. And I was like, "What?" And like Ernest needs a scribe sometimes when he's having too many seizures, and I was like, "She's already scribing for the kid. Like what? So, like she can't write notes for 2 different kids and 2.
Yeah,
like
no.
oh my gosh! Like it was and the EAs need to be paid more.
Oh,
and
God,
do you
yeah.
know that like there's no EAs in high schools?
No, you get an
There's, like-
IEP, and then
And like if your kid is on the spectrum where like they need quieter spaces or they need somebody to help them like regulate their emotions, it's not there. And then they get tortured by the other
Other
classes.
kids.
Actually, in the Catholic board, because I was there with Nicholas, we were there to register him for BR. This is like 2 years ago. Holy shit, he's going into grade 11. Okay, anyway, sidetracked. They did have one-on-one. Like I seen this child like have an EA with him, and like one-on-one.
There's one for the whole school. Like that's usually what it is. And then
Well,
if a
maybe.
kid has an issue, they can go into the classroom.
or they
Like,
have
that's-
like a CYC or something for the school.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know,
Yeah.
but there was like it was a one-on-one, and I was like, holy crap! Like,
Does
I
mom
wish-
buy one?
maybe.
Okay, I just want to. Okay, I'm gonna piss off our listeners. Catholic schools shouldn't receive public funding.
I agree.
No, they
Well,
actually get more funding. They get
They do.
funding.
Yeah,
and
I know.
the church they're
And the
attached to.
church.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They should not get any taxpayer money. They
No.
Well,
should,
what
like,
they're
if you
gonna
want a
do-
Catholic school, they should be funded 100% by the Catholic faith. Like that's the I don't want to pay for the like it. If people opened like a Muslim school and got taxpayer money, so many white people would be pissed.
Oh yeah.
So why does the Catholic school board get that right? You know?
And like Chinese speaking schools don't get public funding.
Neither do
Any other like religion or ethnic like type
unless
schools.
they tie into Catholic. So like the Ukrainian churches and stuff.
Why
like
are you
Ukrainian-
whispering Ukrainian?
Yeah,
That's a bad
dirty
word.
word.
Putin might hear you.
okay, no, my family's Ukrainian, like not mine, but like my married family. Anyway, the Ukrainians, they have a school, but they are Ukrainian Catholic. Well, they're called not Ukrainian Catholic. It's called
It's called something Catholic.
not Roman Catholic. It's called shit. Why am I not? I can't think today. Anyway,
Blame it on the alcohol.
yeah, anyway, so since they tied into the Catholic Church, they got funding. But if
Yeah.
they didn't, no, they wouldn't have.
But yeah, but it's like any other type. Like we're a multicultural country. We should, if we're providing for one group of people, that's not like the public, one specific group, we should be providing education for all.
Yeah,
And-
it's either fund all religious schools or fund none.
right? All or none.
All or none. Pick one. Like,
yeah,
that's-
and then maybe there'll be more funding for public school.
yeah, it's so like we were even looking into possibly like private schools and stuff like that, just because like we weren't getting any help with the public education, and apparently like epilepsy doesn't exist.
Like,
Like,
it's just like invisible.
yeah, well, they're like even when you fill out the epilepsy forms for like because they have a specific forms if you're diagnosed with epilepsy that you have to fill out for the school, and it's like what to do if the kid has a seizure, and I'm like, he has seizures all the time. How do I answer this question? Are you just talking about grand malls like tonic-clonic seizures? Because like call 911. Other than that, like treat it like he's not there for that 5 seconds and redo that 5 seconds with him. Like
Yeah.
like I don't know what to tell you. And it was just like there's no epilepsy funding in the provincial budget. Like there's one epilepsy center for all of Southern Ontario.
Yeah.
And it's in Mississauga.
That's
So yeah. So like even when we put them there's a camp for epileptic children and in Southern Ontario, and it was only held for 2 weeks in Hamilton, and we still had to pay for it. I mean, they offered like subsidies if you really couldn't afford it. I mean, we could, so we just paid full price, but it's just like it's so ridiculous. Like, I'm so glad autism is starting to get picked up.
Yeah.
I mean, Ford, fuck that, because now there's like
don't
50,000
get me
people on the wait
started.
list.
Don't get me started.
But there is so many other things out there too that don't get any acknowledgement.
Yeah.
And it like if the taxpayer money got unfunded got taken away from all these religious schools, like, and that went into like public schools, making them more accessible, like that would be a good alternative. But Ford's not going to do that. So I mean, what, Stephen Lecce got moved to like Minister of Health now or something? What did he got moved to?
How do you go from being like a person of education?
Yeah,
to health?
yeah, no, and Ford's nephew is now the Minister of Education.
How?
Yeah, because it's nepotism. Like,
you don't
I don't
have
know.
the education for this
Stephen
job.
Lecce didn't
Neither
have the
did Stephen
education for
Lecce.
I know.
He went for finance or something like that. Like that
Yeah,
was
like
his,
he just moved.
background.
Hey,
And
I
somehow
mean,
he
for
got
the
to
record,
education.
if I was like the premier of Ontario, I'd make you guys my like a head of education and head of health. Why the fuck not? Like,
Well, we're like more educated. We have like kids in public health. No, I don't mean like educated. I mean like we have more experience
like
than they do.
But it's also we would listen to people smarter than us.
Yes. I'm
like
we would be pulling in experts for everything.
Exactly.
Like, you need to tell me what to do. Like, I don't want to do this on my own. I need an adult, guys.
Yeah, we would get adults.
Yeah,
that would be the difference. We would put adults on our government.
Yeah,
we would do our jobs.
Yeah,
like for
But
some
we get
reason,
to
all
pay
these people
money.
get into government and they just stop working.
Well, it's
Like-
because they're like, wait, you mean I can get paid and like if I
not
work
do-
a certain amount of
go
years,
to the
I get like a
cottage?
full retirement, like, and I can
Yeah.
do whatever I want and get
Go
money on the
golfing?
side.
yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna start doing.
I just want to start the government. Was it my hippie government?
If Ford was a dog,
What would he be?
what dog breed would he be?
Oh. No,
Dog.
why would you do that to dogs? The poor dogs. He would be
He would be
mange. Something with mange.
Mange.
Poor things.
he would be the tramp.
The tramp.
In like the what is it called? The when you have like a mixed breed dog that you don't know what the breed is.
Heinz 57.
No, that's called a mutt.
A mutt. Don knew where I was going.
Yeah.
He would be a mutt.
That's a mixed breed.
They're called
fucking-
Heinz 57.
Yeah, because
Yeah, but
like 80
Ford
breeds.
doesn't deserve that. Ford deserves to be called a mutt.
Yeah.
Okay. A mutt, and
mongrel.
everyone that works with him is a mutt.
Mangy mongrel.
Mangy, yeah. They're all just terrible.
They
They're
are.
the only dogs that would go to hell.
Right? All dogs go to heaven.
Okay, I
except
hate
for
to tell
those
you guys, but I owned a couple of mutts and they were actually really good dogs.
Oh no,
No,
I'm sure
they're
they're
the
great.
same.
It's not the same. We're just saying that no one claims them.
Most of my dogs are mutts.
Yeah.
Because you got like one of your dogs from me.
Yeah. She's a fucking mess, okay? This
She
dog
is.
I love her so much, okay? But like took her 6 months to stop pissing in my house. If there's like a stranger man comes into my house, she'll just shit on the floor. I can't move furniture. Yeah, I can't move furniture around because she'll shit on the floor. I can't play the TV too loud sometimes because she'll
Shit on the floor.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna like add that to my stress response. Just
shitting on the floor.
Shit
I
on
think that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a power move.
It works for Amber Heard. We can do it too.
Oh my gosh, no, she shat in a bed, so at least that's the location.
My dog shits in beds too. It's so fuck.
Oh my gosh.
I love her so much, but like she's so skittish all the time, always shaking. But she has gotten so much better since we had like the big dog. So after her, so Echo we had first, and then Neptune, and then she really likes Echo when we go for walks. It's her like security blanket. But then we got Rocket, and then he became like this big monster of a dog, and I think she just feels safer with like this big dude around her.
I get
Yeah,
it. Like.
yeah.
You know, when someone's like bigger, but you like know them and they're like nice, and you like are around them, and you're just like, oh, I feel so
I feel safe.
secure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, mess with me. Look who I got.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like a bodyguard.
Yeah.
Except for those dogs aren't very aggressive. Like they sound aggressive and they look aggressive because they're big and loud, but Great Pyrenees are very, very loving.
Except when me, like, he tried to eat my face, but whatever.
He doesn't like it when people hug his face. He has boundaries.
He could have growled and let me know instead of just like going for it.
He bit my niece's face, like a nipped at her and like punctured her nose.
Oh no.
She's fine,
Okay.
and it was just like.
Just put a piercing there.
Yeah, I'll actually all of my dogs have attacked this girl. My dogs don't attack anybody, but my niece. Like it's just crazy.
It's her pheromones.
I guess so. But like they were doing something and he went to her and I don't know, but then he has like crooked teeth too, so they stick out. And like it pierced her nose. He got in so much trouble. But thankfully, my brother didn't say you need to put your dog down. So, that's good. Because,
yeah.
if your dog bites a kid, then it should.
That's normally the way they go, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like if anyone goes to the doctor or hospital or whatever with an animal bite, they have you literally have to disclose what animal it is.
Yeah.
For animal control. Like my cat bit me because it got tangled in a hockey net and was like suffocating. So I was like trying to get it out, and he like bit into my finger, which was fine at the time. I didn't feel it because I was so like trying to save him that like I was like, okay, now he'll hold his head still, because like some of the like rope was so tight around him that like I had to be very gentle. He got up, but I had to go to the hospital. And of course they're like, okay, like, why'd you get bit? And I was like, well, this is my cat. He got strangled. Like, I was saving him. And they're like, okay. And the public health had to come and see my cat 10 days later to make sure he didn't have rabies. Because if he had rabies, he would have been dead by then.
Yeah.
And
did they still make you get your tetanus shot and stuff? Like,
yeah, I got my tetanus shot when I got tested. Like, they x-rayed my finger to make sure that the teeth didn't hit a bone and gave me a tetanus shot. Yep. And
which is super fun.
And they were like, after the public health visit, then like if the public health deemed I needed a rabies shot, then they would have made me get a rabies shot.
But like he's not an aggressive dog. Like if a dog bites one time, then it just bites one time. There was something going on. But like he's never bit anybody else. And all of my dogs have bit this kid. Like
it's like people though. Like sometimes people just like are not aggressive, and then sometimes one person just kind of gets that out of them. You know what I mean?
This is, but like he's never done anything to this girl again ever. He's
That's
super
good.
protective, and like my
Well,
niece,
she's learned her lesson.
yeah, she didn't do anything wrong. I know, but then my
She
niece,
learned.
yeah, my other niece had a baby. She's now 4 or 5, and 4. And whenever she's around, he's like her protector. Even like her dad's not allowed near her. Like you have to be like, hey, like you need to go outside for a
Dogs.
second.
I can actually
My
see my child.
Sheltie dog was like that. Like Jake, my Sheltie dog, the one with arthritis, who barked a lot, was very protective of the women in our house. So like me and my grandmother. Like if my grandfather came over, like he would bark at my grandfather to like get away from us. If
Yeah.
any man in the house, like if they came over to any of the women in the house, my dog just lost it, which was hilarious because he was like this tall. So, you know, I mean, once I was like 5 and I thought it was a good idea to play Tiger with my grandmother's orange cat. And I guess when I roared too loud, he scratched me in the face, but he lived to a 18 years old. So he was
that's
fine.
great. One time, my youngest bit my dog in the ear just to see what it was like. So she bit her back, and I was like, "You fucking deserved it." It's my oldest dog. She's like, "I just wanted to see," and then I think Constantine was like 6, 7, 8. I don't know. Maybe too old to do. No, they're only 12 now.
I mean, to be honest, I never
know.
had that thought, but now I am curious.
Yeah, I would want to see what would happen. So like, how fucking hard did you bite her? Oh, pretty hard.
Pretty hard.
And it wasn't like a vicious bite. Like Echo
No.
like did like a you fucking just bit me, you dirty whore. Like and just like and like Constantine's fine. But they learned a lesson. Yeah. But like for Rocket's aggressive, the Domary, he doesn't like people near his face. And Domary gave him a big hug and kiss, and he did not like that.
Yeah.
And
I was being really kind to this dog, and like I was petting him, and I was like, "Oh, you're so cute." And I went to hug him, and he was just like that. I was just like, no growl, no.
It was a warning nip. It wasn't like if he wanted to eat your face off, he could.
He was gonna eat it.
His head is bigger than your head.
He was just letting you know that he
going for
could.
He was going
he
for it. I don't care. He was going for it. He was like, "This bitch looks tasty. I'm gonna eat her." That was his thought process. I don't care.
Maybe I don't feed him enough.
Maybe you don't.
If Chris
I look
was
like
a
yummy
dog,
chicken. I don't know.
if Chris was a dog, I'd say he's one of those like golden retriever types. You know,
like just happy all the time.
He's just there. He's vibing. You know, I ask him for something, he goes and grabs it.
Yeah, he's a retriever.
Dave would be a Doberman. He
I'll
looks
bark.
like an asshole.
Yeah.
Actually, he is an asshole. So like he looks and is an asshole. So he's a Doberman.
Never been an asshole to me.
No, he was
That's
actually
honor.
pretty nice to you. Like at your wedding, he was all like, I was like,
I know. I was so. It was so nice. Like
It was.
I've never had a bad. I've had like 5 experiences total with David, but I've never had a bad one.
That's good. That's good. I have
like
evidence
3,
of
actually.
Sonia and Dave getting along at my wedding.
That
I
was
still
just like
have
a
that picture.
That was a treat for you. That was
I know.
a rare experience.
Yeah, they had a couple of years where they were not friendly. But no, I have a picture, so I'm holding on to that for some blackmail from both of you. Yeah.
Evidence.
If either of you piss me off, I got this.
If Kyle was a dog, he would be Neptune. Shits in the bed.
You're a very specific dog.
Yeah.
Not a breed, just like this one dog.
The one dog. Very loyal and loving. Just can't do shit without me.
So it's border collie. Like that. I think it's a
Maybe
border
Chris
collie.
is Neptune too.
Does he shit in your bed?
I'm lying. He does lots of shit without me. It's just he doesn't do the household or like parenting shit without me.
Does he get like nervous about it?
Probably.
He's like, I don't know what to do.
He's 4 years older than me. Like, learn it.
Being adults.
We have Google. Like, I don't know what
That's
to
right.
tell
Use your
you.
mind palace.
Yeah, stop using my mind palace. My
Yeah,
mind
use your
palace is
own.
off during certain hours of the day. Boundaries, people.
Oh.
Okay, do we have any other Dogs we want to talk about?
No.
I
By
got
the
a new
way,
dog.
I know. We gotta post pictures of your dogs.
On,
Yeah.
on Instagram. I'll post all of
Instagram.
my.
You can make a
6
TikTok
dogs.
with them too.
I will.
And for our listeners, you can find all of our social medias if you search opinionated lushes or opinionated_lushes for our Instagram. Yeah. So
I think
check
that's
that out. We are also looking at episodes and doing a react series of I Wanna Marry Harry, an old TV show where they got some Britain guy to gaslight a bunch of American women. On our Patreon exclusive. So on any tier of our Patreon, you get access to that as well as our pre-drink episodes, which is just us talking before we record this main podcast. And all of that is on our Patreon, so check that out. You can get access to all of that even at our $5 level.
That's great.
All right. Good
Yeah.
night, guys.
Have a good
Good
night.
night.